Okay, so Alek Johnson, I think it's Alek. No, Foxtrot doesn't want to do another portfolio review. How does that make you feel, Alek? How do you feel now? Foxtrot, he's a unicorn. Don't worry about him. One of a kind. He's just kidding as well. He just says he's kidding anyways. So, you want to be an environment artist. Dude, Salt Lake City as well. Nice. You're at High Moon. You are an environment artist, sir. So, what? Did you apply for a portfolio review and it's taken me this long to get to you that you've actually got a job already? Oh, that's a great one, Foozle. Sometimes you can hang out in voice chat and just watch others work on their work. But yeah, let's look at this stuff. So you've got three. It looks like you've got 3 environments and a material. So I can appreciate a portfolio of an environment artist who makes material. Hey, Sandy, thank you for that sub. It is super appreciated. Making materials aren't necessarily required for an environment artist. I think understanding the benefits and how Substance Designer works is valuable and will make you really appreciate the people who make that their focus. So keep doing that. It's cool to have one. Maybe another one if you want to polish it up a little bit. I can tell that this is like brick wall material I created, designer render marbles the tool bag. So I can just tell that you're still understanding how designer works, right? And I mean, if we're being honest, I haven't been in Substance Designer for freaking ever, other than to bake stuff and to do some really simple texture work on assets, not tileable materials. But there's certain definitions for like how the grout is interacting with the brick. And like if you scroll down here, seeing how the edge of the grout meets the brick and just that interaction in itself. So it's a combination of that, understanding your roughness, which I would say is it's in this order. You need to have a really good height map that gives you a really good normal map, and then you need to be able to identify and define every piece of material that's in the texture itself, right? So in your scenario, it's the brick and the grout. There's more complexity to the grout than just like this specific value here. And you can see when you're doing it when you're adding all of the roughness information in the brick that you're thinking about those details. The grout, however, just doesn't have that information in it. And I think pushing those materials forward. Gonna delete my brick material. Exile's like, and gone. Oh man. But yeah, think about how your material is being perceived, and don't be worried about the fact that you're an environment artist with material in your portfolio. It does show that you're still learning it, and I think if you want to push that the quality of your materials in Substance Designer, I would suggest having the 3 environments here, and then every one that you post, either dropping it in your blog or posting it in front of this one, right? Man, I really wish you could categorize without the categories up top. So you could go environments and materials. And then you're like, I want environments first and materials second. So if you post a material and it's brand new, it won't go here. It will go here. And this will move over. That would be so nice to be able to organize and define it like that. I need to, hang on. I'm writing that down. Because I'm gonna message Leo that that would be really useful. But yeah, I think if you work on more materials, put them here, and just let your materials go wild if you want. But let's check out your Red Rock photogrammetry look dev. Let's see here. See my first stab at photogrammetry. I traveled to Moab, Utah. Nice. To shoot on site and create an environment from the resulting solves. Nice. Additional assets from Megascans. So, nice. There's a hat just chilling here. I feel like this hat is like placed afterwards. It doesn't really feel like there's lighting information on it. And I think with your scans, while they do look pretty good, your scans are really missing out on, there's just too much lighting information in the material itself. So it really is kind of hitting this look, where it feels off. Like the color of this and the color of this feels like the colors haven't been matched in the albedo. What are you using in this? Reality capture, which didn't Epic just buy them? And then Unreal. Alchemist. Do you have a solution for removing the lighting information from your albedos? Because I think where the issues are coming in is you're getting like different colors in your albedo, and they're really clashing. Like there's a lot of blues in this one actually, which means that you're not really removing much of the blue values. Like, are you using a color corrector, color checker, and then getting your values in tune, and then removing the lighting information from the albedo? Those are things to be on the lookout for. There's tons of resources on this stuff, and I'm assuming the reason you were able to do this is because of all the resources you found online. So it's just more about pushing yourself and continuing to expand on your understanding of photogrammetry and getting like a really good solution or solve between and consistency between all of the assets that you're scanning. But I don't really have too much more to say on it, just because like all I'm seeing is scanned assets that are mismatched in their materials, and then other parts of the scene that are just, everything's kind of clashing right now, and there's no clear light direction. I'm not understanding where the light's coming from. I don't know where the shadow, like I see a shadow here. So keep that stuff in mind. And I look forward to seeing more photogrammetry from you where you can really kind of push that detail and the quality. Yeah, these are the Megascan assets. Cool. Yeah, see, these two are very different from each other, value-wise and saturation-wise. Oh, there's the color picker. I see it right there. You see it? All right. So the corner diner. Nice. I've seen a few diners that people have made. Always an interesting scene. Mainly because they're so inherently diverse in their roughness, which makes me extra happy, you know. So let's scroll down here. Dang, those windows feel nice. What is going on there? Those are. Oh, you took a mentorship with Ryan Beno. That explains a lot. That guy is great. He is a good guy. Technical lighting artist at Turn 10. I wonder if I know that person. I used to work at Turn 10. Yeah, but these windows feel real nice. Looking at it a little bit closer, even there's these details here. The materials are just really singing, and the fact that you've got that metal detail on the edge of the chairs, everything is just kind of, it's talking the talk and it's walking the walk. The salt maybe feels a little bright. It might be an albedo issue. Oh man, you got a jukebox in here? Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. I think with the jukebox, just adding more geometry to get that rounded feel, because you can count the edges. Just turning that up is going to help. And then this surface here feels strange. I'm not sure what type of material that's supposed to be, but it feels dirty, but not dirty, and wet, but not wet. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to identify what the material is made out of. That jukebox, though, is pretty sick, man. Leaking concrete. What? I mean, concrete does leak. That's true. It's a little porous, isn't it? Go State. Go Crusades. Crusaders. Beat the Flyers. Yeah, screw those Flyers. Beat them. Very nice scene. I would say that it's a little sterile. So you've got these assets. These are all pretty great. Dude, steak sandwich. Yes, please. 85 cents for a steak sandwich. Oh my gosh. What time is this? Very nice with the modularity. That looks great. The dirtiness on the tiles feels a little arbitrary, or like it's just kind of dirtiness scattered throughout the tiles because you can. We're looking at all these references. Oh man, this is great. These are awesome reference grabs. Oh wow, you really captured that material with the sparkles in the I don't even know if the rubber surface. So you could see like this one, for example, the ceiling is really reflective. Let's look at your top view here. So your ceiling is quite detailed for a diner place, but I do like how it goes up and then these lights are here. These cube tile pieces feel very out of place to me, and I think it's just, where are they at? They feel very forced. These guys here, they're really thick and they feel really forced. I guess, let me see if it's in your references. Sorry, I'm just scrolling all over the place. I do not see them. Dang, these ones even have the little jukebox thing on the side of every. Oh my god, such a crazy idea. So the thing I would say about this scene is the best shot is this one. Like if you posted just this image and detailed the propping on the tables to have like some plates and maybe there's some food, or just condiments sitting on each table and everything is just kind of prepped, and it's just sitting here. This is a really strong shot. It's probably the strongest shot in the entire scene. Yeah, the composition of it is sleek for sure. And the colors that the windows are getting, oh man, super nice. Really digging this material. That's super, super cool. Now, yeah, I feel like the scene is very empty. And there's a lot to be had when it comes to details. I think the other reason that these feel weird is usually you see grout between the tiles, even if it's really thin, and the placement of the tiles is really close and is clipping with the like where it positions to. Usually you would have it meet the wall, right? And it's positioned itself really close to the blinds. Such a strange like tangent, you know. The back wall detail looks really nice. That top edge though has the same normal on it, and that feels really weird to me. I feel like maybe you could just take the same material that's on the ceiling here and then just map it along that. You'll get a more consistent understanding of the surface. Yeah. It's kind of taking it in. Very, very nice scene though. Especially considering how simple these surfaces are. It's more about the materials and how they're reading. Super, super nice. And I really like that shiny ceiling. I think if you would capture that, I mean, I understand this is the ceiling you went for. Maybe your scene is a little dark. It could pump up the color a little bit, but at the same time, it kind of feels like it's supposed to be dark like this. Anyways, let's continue to the Spartan Temple Sanctuary. This scene looks pretty cool. It's very stylized. Oh, this is nice. I mean, I'm a big fan of storytelling, and whenever someone does that, it's instant like extra points. Oh, dude. Man, the end result's very strong, and I really like the foliage that's in the scene. I spent the holiday break working on relighting my temple scene. Really helped pull the scene together. Nice. Nothing like support. Oh yeah, the final shot for this is way stronger than the previous stuff. So the if I go up here, so you can see the stone is blue, right? That's definitely painted. Oh, Jay Lee, you did, man. You did. It's okay though. So most of these are painted. Um, that's how you get this blue bricks, right? These blue stones. I think for those to feel accurate, it really needs to feel like the paint is on there. And I think the roughness of this surface just doesn't match the feeling that you get with paint on this type of surface. I feel like maybe the roughness should be a little bit more diffuse or more rough, if those are the same thing. And yeah, and when I look at this, I'm like, it's pretty good. These look nice. All these details are nice. It's that blue. That blue is really striking and doesn't really feel like I understand the surface itself. The details of the petals on the ground are quite saturated and they feel really flat. I don't know if they're actually flat or not. The white flowers for sure are not, but the rest could maybe use a little bit of a curl. And they don't really seem like they're affected by lighting. Do you know what I mean? Like over here, it's quite dark, and yet those petals are quite bright. They might be outside of PBR range, where like the petals are either too saturated or too bright in their value. Nice material presentation as well. You could maybe take the background and lower the value of it a little bit just to separate them a little bit further, but it's a good render. I don't think you need the headers here or the footer details just because it's on your portfolio. Ooh, these are cool. I'm a big fan of this one. These materials feel a little strange with the metallic value. I see what you're doing, but maybe like the albedo is too dark for what it is, for what it's trying to do. And then these ones feel super saturated. Like I'm not sure the color that's like this one, the colors feel a little bit more in range, but like these blues for whatever reason, they look like they're the same, but this one feels super saturated. So watching out for those. But I mean, your portfolio is it's pretty good. I'm not surprised that you got an associate environment artist position. This one's pulling you down a little bit. This scene's a little too empty, but the window shot is freaking bomb. Your material understanding is really nice in a lot of the cases inside of this scene, and your relighting of this, because I don't know what it looked like before. I'm assuming it was maybe this shot, and then you went in and brightened it up. It was definitely a good call, and the overall look of this scene, as well as the this space itself, is really strong. And it's just the stuff that I pointed out, like the colors and the value of the PBR range that you're working with. But I mean, yeah, I'm curious to see like how much further you're pushing your photogrammetry in the future. But congratulations on working at High Moon Studios. That's super exciting. And yeah, I guess hopefully you're working on another environment. But I completely understand if you're taking a little bit of a break because now you're actually working. Yeah, cool. I think I don't have too much else to say on this portfolio, and I think if I had to say 3 things, it would be do more storytelling like you had in your most recent scene with the shield and all that. More detail propping when it comes to understanding the space and just making it not look so empty, but in a natural way. And then really understanding your materials and like what type of surface you're trying to portray. I think it's mostly in the saturation of value as well as the roughness range that you're using. And I think that'll continue to help you grow as you continue your work as a environment artist. Anyways, thank you, Alec, and hopefully that was useful. Cheers. Cheers. All right. Peace.